Sir, actually this session is streamed through YouTube, sir, to our students.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that's so the students won't be in this
In this
Google.
group.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because there are limitations for Google Meet
Yeah.
numbers. Yeah.
How many students are there now?
Around 120 students, sir.
Oh, two sections.
2 sections, sir. That's.
Okay. Okay. Are you getting any noise, madam, or is it okay?
It's fine, sir. It's clear, sir. Your audio is clear.
Okay. Okay. I was told this year some of the colleges are even not fully having full admissions.
We have full admission, sir. 99% admission. Civil complete 120
Of course,
adults.
your institute is very popular, and definitely people will not miss, I think.
Yes, sir. We have good input only, sir. This time also.
Oh, okay.
There are 18,000 additional seats given in latest technologies, sir. That's the impact for many institutes.
Oh, okay, okay.
On
18,000.
machine learning, artificial intelligence, cyber security, and IoT.
So your institute also has those
Yes, sir.
branches.
Four new branches have started, sir. Computer science with artificial intelligence and machine learning, computer science with IoT, computer science with cyber security, and computer science with data science.
Oh, okay.
Almost basic computer science subjects only. Only the electives part right from second year, it will be varying. Some application oriented, I feel. Sir, we'll start, sir.
Okay. Okay. Can you see the window, madam?
No, sir.
This I don't know. Always better. I find Zoom as the best, actually. Very friendly, user friendly. I'm not getting the PPT window at all when I'm asking to share.
Just now it is being shared, sir, by you.
Came, huh?
2 minutes back, we could see your window with Mokshagunam Vishwesharaya,
No?
sir.
No, madam?
No, sir.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now we are okay. So we can start now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, let me take 1 minute, sir.
Yeah.
Dear students, good afternoon. So you have a very interesting session to come up, and definitely you are going to get enthused what a civil engineering career is going to be. So from an eminent person from industry, Mr. Surya Prakash Rao Garu. So he is the Managing Director, Sachivani Projects Private Limited. So they deal with a lot of projects in different kinds of streams of civil engineering. So for present, I think I can stop. Sir will give you more and more enthusiastic and you will really get elevated that you feel that you feel pride, take the pride in joining civil engineering branch. Definitely you are going to stick to this one in future also. So over to sir. So I just briefed sir. So your words will speak more than this. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Professor Malika Madam, and welcome to all the young and very energetic students. I always like to interact with youngsters because we will derive energy from you and we give experience to you so that we both can balance our inputs. So today is a topic I'm talking about is civil engineering profession. You all have just chosen this great royal profession, and I was one who has joined like you in 1982. So it's almost 38 years gap between you and me. And I am going to share my knowledge and experience about being a civil engineer for 34 years now. And Satyavani Projects and Consultants is a consulting firm which I have founded in 94. So it's more than 26 years now. And we have been very happily running this company with more than 100 engineers working in our firm in design and project management. So with this brief introduction, I'll take you into this topic. And it's our tradition, whatever we do, we remember our elders, we pray God. And for us, the God in India for civil engineers is Sir Mokshagundam Visesvaraya, who was courted with the title of Bharat Ratna. He was born in 1860 and he was there till 1962. And he's a legendary civil engineer. In those days, he studied his engineering in Pune, and he worked almost the entire country those days. And even if you have experienced floods in Hyderabad recently, in 1919, exactly about 100 years back, there were floods, 1908, about 112 years back, there were floods in Hyderabad. And then Sir Mokshagundam Visesvaraya was requested to come and study the causes and give the solution. And he gave those days the solution of the Usman Sagar, which we see now, Gandipet Lake and Dam, and the Musi River was contained with the flooding. And like that, he has solved the problem for then. But after 100 years now, again, we are experiencing the same flood because of we have encroached into those lakes and rivers that were constructed. So being civil engineers, we can understand this kind of problems. And Sir Mokshagundam Visesvaraya is a eminent engineer who has even crossed the boundaries of civil engineering. And he was into finance, he was into ministry like Mysore Kingdom those days. And he was also industrialist, he was into irrigation, he was into bridges. Name the subject, he was there. Why I show his example first to all the civil engineers is let us all understand that civil engineering is not just estimation or construction or design. Civil engineering is a whole domain of taking care of the civilization. So, let us take that motivation and let us become good civil engineers as we move forward. Next is Padma Bhushan Dr. K.L. Rao. He was not a civil engineer actually. Yeah, he was a mechanical engineer, joined civil engineering department, water resources, and then he has grown to the level of a minister. He was in the Central Water Resource Ministry, and he was the man who has proposed the interlinking of rivers in India. So even now we are trying to work like Godavari Krishna linking and Krishna Penna linking, all Penna and Kaveri linking. All these river linking is thought about because each river will have floods in one time or other, and we can utilize the water resource effectively. That was the concept he has proposed. So that's why we should take inspiration to think out of box from Padma Bhushan Dr. K.L. Rao. He is a Telugu man again. Mokshaguna Viseswaraya also had the roots in Telugu states. Actually, his mother was from Ongole district of Andhra Pradesh. Next, we have Padma Bhushan Dr. A. Ramakrishna, more popularly known as L&T man. He joined L&T ECC those days in 1960, early 60s, as an assistant engineer, a private company, and then grown to the level of joint managing director. And he had a vision of deploying technology for construction company those days. And now we can see the metro project in Hyderabad, which is constructed by L&T, and he was the man behind. He has taken the company from 150 crore turnover to almost like 1 lakh crores turnover now. So he was a visionary, and unfortunately he passed away in 2013. And I had the opportunity to interact with him, a great visionary and great engineer. So we should all derive that motivation from such people who has joined as a normal assistant engineer in a private company and stuck to the company, loyalty, honesty and perseverance, holding the technology and developing the technology and growing the company based on the technology. So let us take the inspiration from L&T Ramakrishna Garu. Next, a living legend, Padma Vibhushan, Dr. Engineer E. Sridharan. He is more popularly known as Metro Man. He is born in 1932, and he is more popularly, as I said, is known as Metro Man. Even now, he is not left to be free, retired life. He is still working. He advises almost all the metros in our country. And you can see in my LinkedIn or Facebook pages, I share his videos and all his messages about work culture and work and how passionate he is about engineering and how successfully he implemented most challenging projects. Like Calcutta Metro, he worked in. Delhi Metro, he is the man almost. Till 2-3 years back, he was working. 80 after 80 also, he was not allowed to retire. That is what, if you are committed, even Ramakrishna didn't retire. He was working till last breath. And now you can see Engineer Sridharan, though he settled in Palghat in his native place now, but he works from there online. He addresses people, and we can take inspiration from him also to become a great engineer like this. I've just taken. He joined engineering services, Indian Engineering Services, and grown to the level of managing director, Delhi Metro, and then he is now advisor. Delhi Metro is consultant to all the metros in our country, and only because of him, he has developed the systems and processes for implementing the metro projects in our country. So with these 4 people's inspiration, let us also look at the projects that are done by civil engineers across our country And this is, if you talk about transport, highways, Golden Quadrilateral, which was built in 4 years, 72,000 kilometers, when Vajpayee was the Prime Minister. You can see the quality of the roads and implemented by our own engineers, civil engineers. And this is a Bandra-Worli Ceiling Bridge in Mumbai. You can see Mumbai is nowhere less than any of the developed countries. From the picture you can see. And this is, again, this bridge is designed and constructed in a sea connecting Bandra and Worli. And now phase 2 work is going on. You can see how beautifully it is designed and implemented, challenging work by our Indian civil engineers. So this is a night view of the same bridge and a beautiful design by our own engineers. So this is the photograph during construction of the same bridge. How complicated and how many people are working, you can see in this. And this is the closer view of this. And this is in Delhi interchange, the grade separated intersection near the airport, Delhi airport. And so this is also complicated bridge design, traffic, transportation, and structure combination of these designs. This is underground tunnel in Delhi Metro again, and you can see the quality of concrete, quality of precast, how our engineers have performed. So you can derive inspiration, you can get passionate about doing this kind of projects in quality, complexity, solving the problems of the public. This is the Delhi Metro, elevated metro. You can see this is a photograph of metro running. And the quality-wise, we are no way less than any of other developed countries in terms of implementation of such projects. So this is construction. You can see incremental construction. We see in Hyderabad this segmental construction. So different methods of construction are available, and you can see the metro line crossing the flyover. And this is our Hyderabad airport, GMR airport, one of the best airports in the category of 5 million passengers. It is designed for 5 million. Now it is crossing 12 million passengers. And so this is also designed and executed by our Indian companies. So you can, we have crossed actually about 22 years back when I first visited abroad in Germany and all. I used to think why our country doesn't have that kind of airports and road. And now we are in no way less compared to any of the developed. Now also I go abroad, but I feel when I come back to our country, because now we have very good infrastructure and very good opportunities. In 20 years, our Indian engineers have changed the scenario of infrastructure in our country. I'm sure all of you will have many more opportunities to take up and work on this kind of challenging projects in terms of design or execution or engineering. So this is Hyderabad Airport air traffic control photograph, and this is the daytime picture of our Hyderabad Airport. And this is bus terminus in Vadodara. So you can see the kind of design that is done, and we have taken the bus terminus also to the level of airport kind of quality and finish. And coming to irrigation water, we all know food is very important. So transport we have seen, now irrigation. For best example now in Telangana is Kaleswaram project. 1 lakh crore worth project implemented in 4 years, the fastest irrigation project implemented. And it's a lift irrigation, but what we are seeing here is a dam, a gravity dam. And you can see the spillways, and we have, this is Nagarjuna Sagar, and you can see the powerhouse here generating about 100 megawatts of power, in addition to supplying water for irrigation by storing the water. And this is the distribution channels, head regulator it is called, for canals. Now we are seeing so many projects of irrigation like Polavaram and our Kaleswaram, so many other projects happening, because water is a very essential thing for irrigation. Irrigation is essential for farming, agriculture. And agriculture is important for our food, whatever food we get. So this is we can also become engineers for supplying water for irrigation and agriculture. Next is the power generation. You know, in Telangana, after formation of the new state, in last 6 years, Telangana has added 10,000 megawatts of power generation. Who has done this project? It's our own civil engineers. Whether it is a construction company working, or it is the designers, or the engineering department. All together, they implemented these projects in a record time for power generation, because we all know the importance of power. And so very challenging projects like 1,000 megawatts, 10,000 megawatts of nuclear power, all being implemented by our own engineers. And this is a cooling tower. Again, in the power projects, you have a cooling tower. This is a concrete structure which is about 106 meters tall, 100 meter, and this is 100 meter there. The thickness of concrete is 1 foot. That means in proportion, if you compare, it is like eggshell. You know, eggshell, thickness versus diameter and size. So this is also hyperbolic paraboloid shell in proportion like eggshell. And imagine the complexity of construction design of this kind of structures, and we can be part of such structures. There are windmill towers, you know, power, renewable energy, whether it is solar or windmill, all done by, again, engineers now. We have to design these towers, design the foundations for this tower, and the layout of this power generation, very interesting. So we can participate in this kind of structural design also. And industry, coming to cement and steel and so many food processing, engineering industries like automobile and pre-engineered structures and all. We design these industrial structures also. Huge projects like aluminum ore, iron ore, so many projects. Next is the housing. Now we all know there was, if you have heard about these GHMC elections recently, everybody is talking about 1 lakh houses. So the 1 lakh houses, mass housing for the poor, is again constructed by our own engineers, and we are also part of that planning and design and management of implementation of these kind of mass housing projects. I myself can proudly say I have done about 100,000 square feet of a residential building. So that can get into about 1 lakh houses kind of thing we have designed. So you being an engineer, you can contribute to providing quality housing to the poor, quality housing to the rich, everyone, middle class, everyone. So we designed this housing, mass housing project. And this is a tall housing residential project in Mumbai. The 60-storied residential. Now in India, we are getting projects of 80 floors, about 280 meters tall buildings under construction in Gurgaon, Calcutta, and Mumbai. So we are nowhere less than other countries in terms of implementing these challenging projects. So this is a residential tower of 60 floors in Mumbai. So having seen these great people and great projects, I've taken few examples to draw inspiration. Now let us understand what is civil engineering. So we all know Indus civilization, Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, cities were there in our Indian subcontinent even 5,000 years back, 6,000 years back. So engineering was there even 6,000, 7,000 years. So it is the oldest discipline, actually. So in our culture, in our dharma, Vastu Shastra was like engineering subjects. You know, there are 18 volumes of Vastu Shastra, and Vastu Shastra defines about construction, planning, and design. So this is the oldest word about defining our civil engineering, actually. Next comes master builders. In 17th century, like that, the engineers used to be called as master builders. So if you see the Roman times, the structures are constructed by these master builders. And the latest we see Baha'i temple in Delhi near Nehru Place. So this kind of very interesting structures is all concrete actually in a flower shape. Okay. So let us start understanding what is meant by an engineer, why we are called engineers, how we are an engineer. Engineer, the word is derived from the word ingenium, or this is a French word actually, ingénieur. So this is a French word which means a device or machine in the former or contrive or device in the later. Ingenium is an interesting word in and of itself. It became common in early English to mean cleverness or seize engines of any kind. So cleverness, we are all people who are supposed to be very clever and be able to handle any engine, any machine analytically. And again, let us understand Vastu means dwelling or house with a corresponding plot of land. Vastu takes the meaning of the site or foundation of a house, site, ground, building, or dwelling place, habitation, homestead, house. The underlying root is vas, to dwell. Vas means to dwell, live, stay, reside. And the term Shastra may loosely be translated as doctrine or teaching. So Vastu Shastra, ancient Indian engineering. And master builders, we all know the term has also been applied to more broadly include designers and builders. Those days, all used to be one. An engineer used to plan, design, execute, and maintain, manage also. So we should also be like that, aim to be like that. The phrase has been in use since 1610. So this is master builders. Now civil engineering means ingenuity. Ingenuity means clever, creativity, imagination, imaginative, ingenious, innovative, inventive, and original. We have to understand these adjectives and try to learn, practice this, being clever, being creative, and being imaginative. We should be able to imagine and ingenious, original thinking and creation. And innovative, inventive, all these things we have to learn to practice. Literally, the meaning of engineering is it's an analytical science. If you want me to define simply what is engineering, it's an analytical science. Then what is the technology? It is a methodical science. So you all should know what we are. And a methodical science nurtured into an art by an engineer is technology, actually. So we have concrete technology, we have construction technology in our civil engineering. So we should know where to use the word technology, where to use the word engineering. So next is what is civil engineering? We just defined what is engineering. Now we are coming into why we are called civil engineers, civilians. In fact, over a period in the last 200, 300 years, the military engineering started gaining importance. That is war, for fighting, We have witnessed the wars in the medieval period. And so people started inventing for killing people more in mass, actually. In fact, civil engineers also can kill, but they missed at that point and started developing machines to kill people. So military engineering, they started calling it as military engineering. So then the people who deal with the civilians are civil engineers, actually. So this is what we have now just defined. What is civil engineering? How we are called civil engineers? And military engineering further developed into electrical, mechanical, electronics. Now, madam is telling computers. In computers, you have so many specializations like data science, in artificial intelligence and all. Don't worry, we can also use those things in our civil engineering, all those applications. 2 days back, I was advising one IIT student how to implement these latest evolving technologies in civil engineering. So we can also implement. Then profession. and the challenges. This is what I'm going to tell you quickly today. What is a profession? How we are called professionals? Civil engineers are called professionals because the difference between a professional and a non-professional or a clerk. You know, a clerk is the one who does a given job. Like, prepare this letter, you will prepare the letter. Prepare this estimate, you will prepare. That is clerical work. Who is a professional? Professional is the one who gains knowledge as he works and who uses the knowledge to give solutions to the problems. So he is a professional, and we have a lot of challenges. It's not very easy or a cakewalk being a civil engineering professional. So today I'm going to share with you how to be a good, successful professional being a civil engineer. So civil engineering provides amenities, 1 minute, for comfortable living. You know, if you are in a classroom, if you are in a house, if you are in a theater, if you are in a mall, shopping mall, all is designed by our civil engineers to give a comfortable living, is it not? And it deserves best people as it is the key to the country's economy. We all agree for that. Now we have seen irrigation, so food, roti, kapda or makan. So clothes also like irrigation. For cotton growing, you need the water, you need command area that is done by civil engineer. And housing, makan, is also, so basic living requires civil engineers. Let us all agree. And nowadays, any country's economy, GDP, is the measure. And in GDP, our construction industry, particularly civil engineering, contributes to 30% of the GDP. Probably the single largest domain contributing. That's why if there is no construction, the economy will be shrinking. That's what is happening now. Because of the pandemic, construction has come down and then GDP has shrunk by 7.5% now. So we let us agree, we want to be the best people. I want you all to put your thumbs up in your comment box if you can in YouTube, so that I understand how many of you want to be the best civil engineers. So this is our oath today. We all have to become the best civil engineers, and our country needs the best civil engineers. Let us all agree for that. So in civil engineering is the best in terms of satisfaction or happiness, I always call. It gives you the best happiness, joy, enjoyment. What is the best satisfaction in life? Is it by material benefits like drive the best car or wear the best clothes or eat the best food? Is it the happiness? What is the happiness? Is it eternal or is it psychological feeling? So in my opinion, civil engineering gives the best happiness because we are all professionals. And we gain knowledge as we work, and we share knowledge like this, what I'm doing now. I'm sharing the knowledge. So it is eternal, actually. We derive the greatest satisfaction in giving it back to the society, whatever knowledge we gain and whatever experience we gain. So now I want to tell all of you, you are in the first year, you joined civil engineering, you have to be attentive in every class. Like, I hope you are attentive to my class now, and you have to have 100% attendance, no bargain. Don't say 80, 90 and all. It requires 100% attendance for your class. You have to listen to every class. Never underestimate any class, any professor. Every professor who has chosen to be a professor is the best, I would say. And you can learn a lot of things from your professor's class. So civil engineering students, the first and foremost commitment that you have to make to me today is you will attend 100% classes. Please again put your thumbs up for this. I will attend the classes, or comment box you can write. And so it is the first and foremost thing. Next is you have to take every lab seriously. Attend all the labs, practicals, and workshops and learn practical work. Don't think that I'm an engineer, I'll only work on computer. A real engineer is the one who knows practical aspects. You should be able to feel the concrete. You should be able to bend the rod. You should be able to feel the brick sound and all this. An engineer is the one who gains knowledge by touch and feel and experience. So labs will teach you how to do all those things. You should be able to judge which cement is good, which cement is bad. By testing only you will know. So, the doctors, there are good doctors who will see the pulse and say, you have this problem. So same way, engineer also can see every material and tell about it. Next is the internships. For civil engineering students, internships, practical exposure to construction sites or design offices is very important. So you should choose to do internship in every vacation. And the advantage civil engineers have is wherever you are living, you will be seeing some construction next to your house or next to your place of living. So you can also observe the roads, why if the road is bad, why it is bad, if it is good, how it is good. Similarly, the bridges you can observe, and everything around you can observe. That is the advantage of a civil engineer. You keep gaining the knowledge by observing your surroundings. So this is what you can see: the bridges, you can see the flyovers, and you can collect the data anywhere, anytime. So it's a boon or bane, I don't know. Being a civil engineer, even if I go for a holiday, I start checking how the hotel is, how the quality of finished paint is, how is the plastering and all these things. So being civil engineers, we can keep learning, we can keep observing the best things and learn how to do that best, and also see the bad things and learn how not to do those bad things, what to do and not to do. So these things we can learn by observing our surrounding. Next is the sports. I want to ask all of you, how many of you go for sports every day as a rule? At least 1 hour. You must play some sport because civil engineers need to be fit physically. Because we have to work on sites. Even today, with all my experience and all that, when I go to the construction site, I have to climb 14 floors up and down, and I have to climb 80 meters tower tall by ladder, like a monkey ladder use. And so being civil engineers, I can't say, I don't climb, I can't climb, I'm weak, I'm old. No. So we have to be fit. So that's why even today, I play 1 hour. You can find me in the morning 6 to 7 in a tennis court. I play tennis. So like that, you should choose to play some sport every day. So I want all of you to answer again in the comment box, how many of you go for sports every day? This is important. Next is we should read newspapers every day, one English and one vernacular daily. You may say, no, why I should read newspaper? I'll get everything in my phone. No, phone will give you what you subscribe to. That means political news only you will get. Whereas newspaper, if you read, you will read from headlines to sports, business, everything. So a lot of information about what is happening around us, the problems that we are facing, public are facing. We have to learn and gain a lot of this general knowledge being civil engineers, if you want to be a good civil engineer. Okay? So I want you to again comment in your comment box, how many of you read newspaper? If you say read newspaper, you just type, yes, I read newspaper. And similarly, the before one, I go for sports 1 hour every day, like that. Please comment so that I will know, I'll take that data. Normally, I should conduct the poll. I don't know, we may not be having the poll in this, poll feature in this, but you can just type in your comment box. I'll collect this data to assess and further advise how you can inculcate these hobbies to be a good civil engineer. Next is the social cause. Civil engineering, as I said, we work for civilians. You must be seeing a lot of problems like flooding, what happened in Hyderabad, traffic problem, garbage problem, drainage problem, and stinking air, and all this, the bad buildings. So many things around us might be bad, and society requires good civil engineers to solve their problem. So we help civil engineers go to the colonies, interact with them, understand their problem, and try to come out with the solutions. Of course, you are in the first year now, but if you think about these things, plan your time such that you also spend some time in your colony understanding the problems and try to give solutions to these problems if you want to be a good civil engineer. So, profession, how we define the profession is the knowledge of, excuse me, I'll take this. Hello. Hello. Sir. Intlo class తీసుకో. నువ్వు నువ్వు నడుపుతా తీసుకో. నేను ఇక్కడ ఈవేళ ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి తీసుకుంటావా? ఓకే ఓకే. గోపాల్ దగ్గర తీసుకుని వచ్చాను. ట్యూస్డే మార్నింగ్. అప్పుడు నువ్వు ట్యూస్డే అది తీసుకో. నాది ఆల్టిస్ కరోలా ఆల్టిస్. ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే. Sorry, it's my brother, so I couldn't say no. Okay, so we should know what is the difference between information, experience, application, domain, knowledge, expertise or experience, and other jobs like which don't need this knowledge or professionalism may start at higher pay, but growth is less, I would say. In our profession, civil engineering, you will not be paid very high salaries initially, but we have to learn a lot. We have to gain good experience, and then so I always compare civil engineers with heroes. You know so many great heroes like Amitabh Bachchan or Shah Rukh Khan or Salman Khan or Rajnikant or Chiranjeevi here, Nagar. All are above 60. So they will start earning. So they are acting professionals. So we are civil engineering professionals. So we can earn, we can decide how much we want to earn being a civil engineer. So in Hyderabad alone, we have so many billionaires in Hyderabad who are civil engineers who did startups, first generation entrepreneurs. And in civil engineering, it is possible you can become a contractor, you can become a consultant like me, you can become a builder, developer. So many possibilities are there in civil engineering. So don't worry about campus interviews and don't worry about the job salaries initially. You have to work hard initially, 4 or 5 years. Then you will start, your growth curve will start growing, asymptotic curve. So you have to aim to be a professional. We are professionals. So you have to do internships, then job, and then you can become a professional. Scope for professional is vast, like all construction projects, whether it is a very small house construction to small and medium projects to large projects. Majority of budget goes into the construction. And challenges that we face today is unemployment, people call, and underemployment. That means civil engineering is not being utilized properly. So these are the two challenges which we have to handle as professionals, as a fraternity. Campus interviews, please don't expect or don't depend on campus interview. I always compare campus interviews to poultry farms, you know. A poultry chicken is picked by every day. So it will be eaten away. Same way, if you are selected in the campus, that means Of course, there are exceptions in everything, but I always say that you should be a tiger or lion. You should go for a prey outside. You should go out of the institute like a tiger or lion. Become the best civil engineer, and then go out hunting for right place to work, right place to become a professional. That is important for civil engineers. And we should have industry institute instruction. That's a part of what I'm doing today. Your institute has approached me. I'm in the industry. I'm a working professional, so I'm sharing my knowledge with you. Same way, you should continue to have interactions with the industry people and gain the knowledge. Internships you should do. Government policies you must know about, and we have to handle these government policies like engineers being recognized. Society acceptance is also a big challenge for civil engineers, because over a period we have been systematically destroying the trust of people on civil engineers. So we have to build that. And student parent readiness. The parents are the first challenge for us to convince to join in civil engineering. So what is the solution? You do your best. This is the last one. So we all have to be the best civil engineers, then we can solve all these problems. So attend the classes, have 100% attendance, study the best, take the labs, take the internships, and read newspapers, and be a sports person. These are all the things which can make you the best civil engineer. Academics is not a big challenge. As you all know, civil engineering doesn't require best brains. It requires best committed people, actually. So that's what I always train. And training, you require institutional training or private training or organizational training. And fees and scope is the challenge we are facing outside. Unhealthy competition, ethics in our profession. You know, I have a special lecture, separate lecture on ethics itself. And we have to be ethical, following all the moral values. And it's an interdisciplinary profession. We are, civil engineering is the only people who interact with all kinds of architects. We can become a structural engineer, we can become geotechnical engineer. We also interact with electrical, plumbing and sanitary, air conditioning, firefighting, safety and surveillance, and all that. So we have to be recognized by the government. At present, the only way engineer is defined is National Building Code, in which engineer is defined. And Institution of Engineers also is a recognized body. So if you become a member of Institution of Engineers, also you are recognized as an engineer. And local bodies also register engineers. But other similar professions have this constitutionally recognized councils, actually. So unemployment is a real challenge, is my question, actually. If all projects, construction projects employ engineers, we don't have unemployment problem, actually. This is a challenge we have to handle as engineers. We are working, and you should also keep it in mind and work for it. Economic growth requires better lifestyle, better living needs, and better constructed facilities, and all these require civil engineers. And quality engineers is required for to become quality professional. And quality professionals will get good clients, and good clients will pay good fee. And if we are paid good fee, we can employ quality engineers. So how do we break this vicious circle? You have to be the best civil engineers. So in career, you can choose a government job in civil engineering. You can choose a public sector undertaking. You can choose a private corporate companies, or you can become an entrepreneur, or you can join academics and research. I want you to put your option in your comment box. Which one you want to? Government, private sector, entrepreneur, 3, and D is academics and research. Please write which one is your preferred career, so that you will be guided to achieve that objective by systematically learning and planning your career. Okay. So Interdisciplinary, as I said, multidiscipline. You can work in planning or architecture design. You can work in geotechnical investigation, geological investigation, meteorological investigation, water feasibilities, electrical and mechanical availability, and we can interact with electrical engineers and public health engineering, fire safety, air conditioning, lighting, acoustics, and signage, so, and interiors, landscape, arboriculture, circulation, that is traffic, transportation inside, within the building and within the campus and outside the campus, within the city, automation, audio visuals, access, that is access control, security and surveillance, and PMS. And hydrology, we can also select specialization of hydrology, like rainfall, runoff, groundwater thing, irrigation, command area development, canals, drains, dams, barrages, and tidal power generation. In public health engineering, you can study about drainage, water supply, environment. In environment, you can study about air quality, effluents treatment, solid waste management. And in power, we have generation, transmission, distribution. So we deal with all these things. And in communication, we also design these towers as engineers. If you are having cell phone, and if we are now connected through net, we civil engineers are behind laying of optic fiber and microwave connectivity and all that. So this is the power transmission, what you're seeing here. And the structures, specialized structures, housing, roads, highways and rural roads, railways, airports, ports and harbors, and bridges. These are all the disciplines you can choose to specialize in. But when you are studying engineering, you have to study all aspects. So this is the surveying and investigation, environment impact assessment, industry, heavy mining, medium engineering industries, and small process industries, food processing, textile mills, and all that. So we deal with all facets of life by specializing in one of these areas. So construction planning and management, materials, products, equipment, and machinery, you can specialize in this also, and construction planning. And in materials like concrete, flooring, tiles, stone flooring like granite, marble, seamless flooring like chemical spreads and all that. And tourism and entertainment also you can specialize in. Now in Hyderabad alone, if you see, we have Ocean Park, Jalvihar, Lumbini Laser Gallery, Snow World, and Eat Street. I am connected with all these projects as an engineer in planning and design. So tourism and entertainment like GVK1 Mall, the multiplex theaters, all you can do. And academics and research is the highest thing. I want also ask you how many of you are interested to become academicians, getting into teaching and research. Please say, yes, I am interested in teaching and research. It's a very important profession. If we need the best teachers, if you think you are the best, you should choose this profession actually. It is not always how much we earn. It is also how much we contribute back to the society. That's why I've chosen to connect with the colleges and students to share the knowledge, because most of these students are not getting access to learn these things. And it's a very important thing. So try to take this as a career also. So in career, you have design, planning, tendering, estimation, construction technology and management, supervision, quality control and assurance, technical audits, soil investigation, geotechnical engineering, topographic survey, and consulting like me, IT applications, augmented reality, GIS, AM and FM, advanced mapping and facility management, computer design, BPO, ITES you can do in civil engineering. Like all these magic bricks or 99 acres, all require civil engineers, because for the customers to be made aware of the location level type of the project, it requires civil engineers actually. and the valuation of the assets, entrepreneurship, contractors, project managers, builders and developers. And in government, you have military engineering services, in defense, CPWD in Urban Development Ministry, and Indian Railway Services in railways, irrigation and CAD in state and center, and roads and buildings, Panchayat Raj Engineering Department, municipal corporations, and water sewerage and water supply and sewerage boards, and border roads organization, NHAI, National Highway Authority of India, and PSUs like Engineers India, WAPCOs, and all this. And consulting firms, infra companies, project management companies. These are the options you can choose. So we provide line estimate, project feasibility and appraisal reports, investigation, DPR, construction engineering, planning, technical sanction, procurement, and construction and facility management. So ultimately, the challenges that we have for civil engineers is integrity. That means civil engineer being a civil engineer and doing only civil engineer. So that integrity is not there. Leadership, we have to train ourselves to be good leaders, and managerial abilities, public trust, and professional ethics. So these are all the challenges that we have. Other things can be managed like quality, economy, deliverability, IQ levels, systems and procedure, and healthy competition. So these are the challenges we have. So keep them in mind and try to imbibe these qualities of integrity, leadership, managerial abilities, and develop public trust. That's why I said social contact. So for this, I'm not only preaching, I am also implementing my ideas. So I started this trust called Smart Infrastructure. And we provide internships and project training, skill development for students, startup incubation, and apprenticeships. And so these are all the activities that we do. Simulation, which is career counseling, which I'm doing now. And any one of you having any doubt about your career, your future, how to study and all, you can interact with me through my Smart Infrastructure Facebook page. And you can also join Telegram group of Smart Infrastructure, and you can keep interacting with me. And we also train in leadership in engineering advancements and practices. And we sign MOUs with colleges to nominate students for internships and placement assistance, and incubation of startups, and warriors. This is the social connect, society connect, that also we do. So these are all the activities which we have been doing for last. What is the time, madam? What do you have? So shall we conclude now? Fast?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll just conclude this. These are all the activities. You can connect with our Facebook page, Smart Infrastructure, and you like our page, and you can keep in the messenger box any question. I will be answering to you. So with this few words, I think I have, this is the incubation and warriors thing. And we have done all these projects, like being an engineer, I've done airport strips and runways, metro rail, and build offices, townships, and residential projects, office projects. A lot of projects we have done. So being an engineer, you can get the opportunity to work on so many types of projects. Just I'm showing some of the project photographs that we are doing and we have done, completed. Industrial, office, commercial, residential, and all these projects. So with this thing, I will conclude, and if you have any questions and if you have time, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can interact with me through my WhatsApp number and Facebook page. So these towers also we have done, communication and sports facilities we have done, entertainment and commercial, as I said, we have done these projects, and interiors also we have done. Oh, sorry. So this is my contact, and the Facebook page is Smart Infrastructure. You can like and follow so that you will be updated with a lot of things that we do to help students, civil engineering students, become the best students. So I thank VNR College for giving me this opportunity to interact with first year civil engineering students. And I wish you to be the best civil engineers. And I look forward to more interactions with you. Thank you. Thank you, Professor Malika Madam.
Thank you, sir. It was a nice introductory session to enthuse all our first year students, sir. Hopefully, students have got an overall idea like how they can pursue their career, how they have to be, because intelligence is not much required for a civil engineer. Strong common sense with strong fundamental knowledge, with good health and ethics, which is very important for a civil engineer. So hopefully you might have seen many projects implemented by Suryaprakash Garu. So the list is endless actually. So you might be like surprised, sir has also designed his own software which is required for his own needs. So he is good programmer also. So they have so many customized software available with their office. So civil engineer is into every domain. That's what I wanted to tell. Like you cannot simply expect a civil engineer to be only in the field, but in all the domains we need to work. We cannot work isolatedly. I always reiterate on this point. So you have to work with multidisciplinary people and multidisciplinary projects. You need to have knowledge, overall knowledge about everything in life, which you will get only following the newspapers, socially be active. So all these things, thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. So hopefully all the students have got a good idea about and some hope and confidence that they can proceed well in life.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. If anybody has any doubts, as sir has given his contact numbers and Facebook page, you can definitely be in contact with him. And during your 4 years, you can expect sir many more times. Thank you, sir, for being associated with the department whenever we request you. Sir is there to help us and give guidance even for our PG students also, structural engineering students. Whenever we call sir as an external examiner, so this is our department's view, sir. We won't feel that as Viva, but it is a knowledge sharing session among our faculty members. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And I request you to share the YouTube link to me. So that if there are any points, I want to assess the feedback of the students on questions I asked. If there is a comment box open in YouTube channel.
Yes, sure, sir, we'll share.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you,
all the faculty members and professors. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and thank you for patiently hearing to me. Bye. See you.
Thank you, sir.
How do you close? Okay.
Yes, I now request our faculty, Professor BDV Chandramohan sir, to give an overview of our curriculum, which is supposed to happen yesterday, but due to certain reasons, it couldn't happen. We have replaced that session by the introductory session of STS students. You have done that one. Professor BDV Chandramohan sir, I welcome you to share your views on the curriculum so that first year students will have some idea on that one. Over to Chandramohan sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Can you able to hear me?
Yeah, it's audible, sir.
Is my screen visible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir. Sir, you can start.
Okay, good afternoon to all the first year students. So I'm Dr. BDV Chandramohan Rao, Professor of Civil Engineering, and I've been working here since 2005. Now today I'll be presenting what are all the academic rules and regulations that are to be followed at VNRVJIET during these 4 years of your study. So I'll be using the following abbreviations during my lecture. First, let me tell you what are all the abbreviations that I am using. CIE stands for Continuous Internal Evaluation. SEE stands for Semester and Examinations. CP, Credit Point. GP, Grade Point. SGPA, Semester Grade Point Average. CGPA stands for Cumulative Grade Point Average. CBCS, that is Choice Based Credit System. CO, Course Outcome. PO, Program Outcome. PSO, Program Specific Outcome. So these are all the terms I am using during my presentation. And I'll be using like 2-1. 2-1 means it is a second year first sem. 3-2, that means third year second sem. So I'll be using these words. First, let us discuss about the program structure. So the BTech program is for 4 academic years. So each academic year, can you see my pointer, ma'am? Murali?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you able to see my screen and pointer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We can
Okay.
see.
Now the program is designed for 4 academic years. Now each academic year you have 2 semesters. Okay, so you have 4 into 2, that is 8 semesters. So 1, 3, 5, 7 are called as odd semesters. So 2, 4, 6, 8 are called as even semesters. Okay, so each semester is designed for 16 weeks. So 16 weeks means 4 months. So first semester is for a duration of 4 months. Second semester is for a duration of 4 months. Okay, so first semester exams spread over 1 month. Second semester exams spread over 1 month. So that means first semester, or you can say 1, 3, 5, 7. All these odd semesters, 4 months is for lecture and 1 month is for conducting the exams. Similarly, the even semesters 2, 4, 6, 8. 4 months are for the lecture and 1 month is for conducting the exams. Okay, so you have 10 months. So out of the remaining 2 months is the summer vacation. So that is how the 12 months of a year were divided. Okay, and as per the AICTE model curriculum, so we have restricted our credits to 160 for this BTech program. Okay, so each semester you have various theory subjects and various laboratories. So each theory subject or each laboratory, so we will be assessing you under 2 criteria. One is the CIE, that is continuous internal evaluation, and the second one is semester and examination, which I am calling it as SEE. Okay, CIE stands for continuous internal evaluation and SEE stands for semester and examination. So this is how the 160 credits are divided into various groups. So there were some subjects like mathematics, physics, chemistry. So these are the categories. So you have in the entire curriculum. So you have engineering science stands, that is ES. So basic science, that is BS. Humanities and social science, that is HS. Professional core, the basic important subjects of civil engineering. It is abbreviated as PC, that is the professional core. Project work is designated as PW, and professional electives, it is designated as PE, and open electives were designated as OE. So this is the composition of our coursework, and these are the credits. So base engineering science you have 22, basic science you have 22, and so on. Okay, so professional core, this is the most important one. So you have 60 credits, approximately it is 60 credits. So these credits may vary plus or minus 2 or 3 depending upon the branch. So it may have 57 or 58 or 59. So it may vary from 2 to 3 credits in every branch. So total it is 160. It is uniform for all the branches. Okay, so these are the percentages. Suppose if you take project work, So you have 16 credits were allocated to all the branches. Okay, so this is fixed. So 16 by 160, that means 10%. So 10% is for the credit composition, that is the weightage given for the project work. So this is how these 160 credits of the entire 4 years program, I mean 8 semester program, was divided among these categories. Okay, engineering science, basic science, humanities and social science, professional core, and so on. Now let's see the attendance requirements. Every student shall maintain a minimum of 75% of attendance. Okay, even in the online classes also. So you need to, so we will be taking the attendance at the end of the lecture. So some faculty will be taking the attendance during beginning of the lecture. Some faculty may take as the session goes on, maybe after 15 minutes or after 30 minutes. So some faculty may take the class, may take the attendance at the end of the lecture. So it is not that you should join the session and leave at any point of time. Okay, so you should be attentive during the entire 55 minutes or 60 minutes of lecture. So faculty may have the chance to take the attendance at any point of time. Okay, you should not leave the class in between. So you should maintain 75% of attendance. So the rest 25%, you can use it for, suppose if you are not feeling well for 1 or 2 days, you can apply leaves. And suppose if you want to attend for functions, any of the functions, or if you want, suppose if you are playing the games or sports, so some sports activity is going on at JNTH, so you want to attend the sports on behalf of VNRVJIET to at the JNTH. So all these leaves on health grounds, leaves on the sports issues, you all these, the rest 25% you can utilize for that. But every student should maintain 75% of percentage of attendance. Okay, so there are some special cases where you may not be feeling well for a longer duration. Suppose if you are not feeling well for continuously for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. In such emergency cases, so the attendance can be condoned by 10%. So in some such cases, whether the case is genuine or not, it is not applicable for all the students. Okay, only for the emergency cases. So we have the flexibility to condone by 10%. Okay, so the decision will be taken by the institute academic committee. Okay, so you can maintain in such emergency cases your attendance may be 65%. Okay, so but in normal circumstances you need to maintain an attendance of 75%. Okay, and in any case the attendance should not be allowed to 65%. So if you have 64% or 63%, you will be detained. So you are not allowed to write the end semester examinations. You are not promoted to the next year under any case. Even on health issues also, if you have the attendance of less than 65%, if you have 64% or 63%, you are not permitted. Okay, so attendance is mandatory. And if you have 5 classes in a particular day, and if you are absent for 2 classes, so a message will go to the parents. So we have the phone numbers of parents, we have the phone numbers of students. So a message will go to the parent that stating that your ward has attended only 2 classes out of 5 classes. Okay. Just wait for a minute. Okay, that's about the attendance requirements. Every student has to maintain the 75% of attendance. Now let's see what are all the academic requirements. Okay. Now you have various theory subjects and various laboratories, various project works that's spread over all the 8 semesters. Okay. So first let us see the marks that are minimum marks that are required for clearing a subject, theory subject. So you should maintain 35. So these theory subject, or you can say the laboratory, will be conducted for 100 marks. So these 100 marks will be divided into 60 marks for semester end examinations. So this SEE is conducted for 60 marks, and CIE, that is continuous internal evaluation, or you can say mid-semester exams. So these are conducted for 40 marks. Okay, so 100 marks were divided into 2 categories, 60 semester and 40 mids. So in the 60, so you should get 35%. That means 35% of 60. That means you should get 21 marks in the end semester examinations. Okay, that is one criteria. Another criteria is, by adding these internal marks and the external marks, you should have 40 marks. Okay, 40% of marks. Since each subject is evaluated for 100 marks, the 40% means you should have 40 marks for getting the credits in this particular subject. Next, this is very, very important. These are all the promotion rules. Okay, so it is not that even if you suppose you have studied intermediate first year and you have studied intermediate second year, so you have maths, physics, chemistry, English, and so on in the first year. Suppose if you have failed in maths, physics, and chemistry, you have passed only English. So even if you have some backlogs in the intermediate first year, you will be promoted to the intermediate second year. Okay, but it is not like in the BTech. So for every year, so after first year you have a check, after second year you have a check. So what is the check? So it is not that automatically you will be promoted to the second BTech. After studying the second BTech, it is not automatic that you will be promoted to the third BTech. So every year you need to earn some minimum number of credits. Okay, for example, so you have completed the first year. After first year, out of how many theory and how many laboratories, and every theory and every laboratory will have some credits. I will show you the credits later. So you should earn minimum 40% of the credits. Okay, at least 40% of the credits. Suppose first semester you have 20 credits, second semester you have 20 credits. So what is 20 plus 20? 40 credits. Okay, so 40% of 40, that means you should have 16 credits. So only those students who secure 16 credits, that means 40% of the credits in first year, are promoted to the second year. Okay, so third semester. So third semester means second year. First semester and second semester is for first year. Okay, so third semester means 2-1, second year. So it is not automatically all the students will be promoted to the second year. So you should earn 40% of the credits in the first BTech. Similarly, to go to the third year, that means fifth semester. So to go to the third year, that means fifth semester, you should earn 50% of the credits. Okay, so we will sum up all the credits that you have gained or you have secured in first year and second year. Percentage will be calculated. So 50% of the credits. Okay, suppose you have 40 credits in first year and 40 credits in second year. So 40 plus 40 is 80 credits. So 50% of 80 means 40 credits. So you should earn 40 credits to go to the third year. Okay, so every year you have a check. So you should maintain these minimum number of credits. Okay, similarly, to go to the fourth year. So fourth year means seventh semester. So that means, let us say you have 40 credits in first year, 40 in second year, and 40 in third year. That means 120. So out of 120 credits, you should have 60%. So 60% means 72 credits you should have. Okay. So to go to the second year, you should have 40% of the credits. To go to the third year, you should have 50% of the credits. To go to the final year, you should earn 60% of the credits. Okay, I am repeating, it is, you are not promoted to the next year automatically. You should earn minimum number of credits, 40% at the second year level, 50% at the third year level, and 60% to go to the final year. This is very, very important. Okay, these are all the promotion rules. You will not be promoted, you will be detained if you don't get these minimum number of credits. Okay. Next, how the each theory subject is divided. So I'll be telling it is evaluated for 100 marks. Okay. Now this 100 marks, similarly for the practical course also, it is evaluated for 100 marks. You can see the weightage. So all the practical laboratory courses have equal weightage with that of theory. Okay. So more emphasis on the practical courses. Now, let's see how this 100 marks will be divided. Okay, so this is 40 marks is for CIE, that is continuous internal evaluation, and 60 marks. So this 40 marks is for the internal and 60 marks is for the external. Now let us see how these 40 marks are divided. Okay, first let us see how these 40 marks will be divided. So this 40 is divided into 30 plus 10. Okay, now this is 30. This is called as mid examination, or you can call it as sessional examination. Okay, so this is the pattern of the mid examination. This is how 30 marks are evaluated. Okay, so every subject is divided into 6 units. So first 3 units you have the after completing the first 3 units, so you have to write the first mid exam, and after completing the 4, 5, 6 units, you have to write the second mid exam. Okay, so these 30 marks will be divided into these 6 plus 24. So 3 into 2, that means 1 2 marks question and 1 8 marks question from unit 1, 1 2 mark question and 1 8 marks question from unit 2, and similarly from unit 3. Okay, so 3 questions, 1 each from unit 1 to 3 in part A, which has a weightage of 2 marks, and in part B, this is descriptive, and 1 question each from unit 1 to 3. Okay, so 1 2 3 units are the portion for first mid, 4 5 6 are the portions for second mid. Okay, so 6 plus 24, it is 30. Okay, so this is called as mid examination, or you can call it as sessional examination. Now out of 40, this is how the 30 marks will be divided. So this 30 marks, the exam for 30 marks will be conducted by the examination branch. Okay, for all the branches, examination branch will conduct these mid exams for 30 marks. Now remaining 10 marks. So let's see the remaining 10 marks, how they are distributed. So this is called as the assignment. So you have the these 10 marks, or these faculty have the flexibility to award these 10 marks. So faculty may conduct online quiz, faculty may conduct assignment, faculty may conduct objective exam, he may give a small course project, he may give a case study, he may ask you to prepare a PPT. Okay, so these 10 marks is in the hands of the faculty. Okay, exam branch will not conduct this, faculty will conduct. So this, it can be in any of these modes. It is the faculty choice. Okay, so 30 marks is the semester mid examination, and 10 marks is for the assignment. So 30 plus 10 is 40. Now like this, you have 2 mid examinations. So average of these 2 will be taken as the final sessional marks. You can see this. So this is very, very important. Average. It is not the better of the 2. Okay, it is the average. So you have to read all the units. It is not that you can write first mid and you can leave second mid, or you can write second mid and leave the first mid. So it is the average. Suppose in the first mid, out of 30, you got 30, let us say. And for example, since you got 30, you have left it for choice in the second mid. That means 0 will be awarded. So finally, your marks, it is not 30. It is not better of the 2. It is 30 plus 0 by 2. That means you will have only 15. Okay, so it is the average of the sessional marks or the final sessional marks. Similarly, assignment also, it is conducted for 10 marks. I told you it is 10 plus 10 by 2, average of assignment marks. Okay, so that is how we conduct the internal. Now let us see the external. Let us see the external. So this external is conducted for 60 marks. Okay, duration is 3 hours. Okay, so 60 marks. Now I am telling you, every subject is divided into 6 units. So you have from the each unit, you will have one short question carrying 2 marks and one long question carrying 8 marks. Suppose if you take unit 1. So from unit 1, you will have one 2 mark question, and from unit 1, you have 8 marks question. Similarly, unit 2, unit 3, and so on up to unit 6. Okay, so every unit, one short question having a weightage of 2 marks, and one long question or descriptive question having a weightage of 8 marks. Okay, so 6 into 2, it is 12 marks. 6 into 8, it is 48 marks. So 12 plus 48, it is 60 marks. Okay, so that was the distribution of the semester end examination. Okay, now this is the typical this is how the let me show you how the internal exam looks like. Okay, so this is a typical mid examination paper. Okay, so you have, if you take the first question, this is from unit 1, and this is part B, so which is having a weightage of 8 marks. Okay, 2 questions will be given from unit 1. So this is unit 1, question 1, R. Okay, R, you have 2, question 2. So you can, so 1 or 2 from unit 1. So you can write 1 question. So choice will be given, 2 questions will be given from each unit. So question 1 or question 2, so you can write any 1 question. Similarly, unit 2, similarly, unit 3. Okay, every unit you have either or type. Okay, you can pick any 1 question. Now let me show you how an end examination looks like. So this is the part A. So I told you 2 marks for every question. So A, this is, let us say for example A. So this is the question picked by the examiner for the 2 marks. So this is 2 marks. Similarly, the descriptive, that is 8 marks. So you will be given 2 questions. So this is question number 1, R. Okay, R. Question number 2. Okay, so 2 questions will be given from unit 1. So you can write any 1 question. Okay, so it is either or type. Okay, so you can pick question 1 or question 2 from unit 1. Similarly, unit 2. Similarly, unit 3, and so on. Okay, so this is how a typical external examination paper looks like. Okay, now practical courses. Okay, so I told you theory exam is evaluated for 100 marks, and practical also, that is laboratory also, is evaluated for 100 marks. Okay, so these again, the laboratory also, it is divided into 60 external and 40 internal. Now let me show you how 40 is divided. Okay, 40 is divided into, so theory course is divided as 30 plus 10, but it is different for the laboratory. So 40 is divided into 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, so 10 marks for day-to-day work. That means every week you will be coming to the laboratory. Okay, so how attentive you are in the laboratory. So it will be assessed by the faculty. So accordingly, he will award 10 marks. Are you simply standing and simply copying from your from your classmates, or are you really doing the experiment? So based on day-to-day work, faculty will assign 10 marks. And practical examination, at the end of the semester, they will conduct one internal examination which has a weightage of 10 marks. Next, project. So every laboratory, we will give you a list of around 10 projects, course-based projects. So you can pick any course-based project. So that is evaluated for 10 marks. And record, at the end. Okay, so laboratory record. So record is evaluated for 10 marks. Okay, so this 40 marks is divided into 10, 10, 10, 10, and this 60 marks is for the external examination. Okay, that is how laboratory is 100 marks of laboratory is divided. Now supply examinations. Okay, so every student should have one aim. So you should not write supplementary examination during your entire 4 years of study. Okay, let us not discuss this. Okay, let us hope that no student of civil engineering will be writing the supplementary examinations. Okay, let us not discuss that. So you'll be clearing all the examinations in the regular mode. Okay, now internship. So at the end of the I told you the 12 weeks, 4 weeks first semester, 1 week, 1 month exams. Similarly, 4 months second semester, 1 month exams. So 10 months are over. 5 months first semester, 5 months second semester. So 2 months you have summer vacation. Okay, so at the end of the first year, you have the summer vacation, and at the end of the second year also you have 2 months of summer vacation. So in the second year summer vacation, so you will be having an internship. Okay, so you will be having internship. So that internship will be carried out for 2 weeks. Similarly, at the end of the third year, So you have 2 months of summer vacation. So you'll be having industry-oriented mini project. Industry-oriented mini project you will be carrying out in the 3rd year summer vacation. Okay, now major project. So this will be carried out in the final year. Okay, so major project is divided into 2 stages. So stage 1 and stage 2. Okay, so stage 1 will be carried out in 4.1 and stage 2 will be carried out in 4.2. Now grading system, this is very, very important. Okay, now so I'm telling you that theory examination is evaluated for 100 marks, laboratory is evaluated for 100 marks, but finally when you see the marks list, so you will be not having the marks. Marks are converted into the grades. So this is the grading system. So if you have the marks of 90 to 100, so the students who got 90 marks, 91 marks, 92 marks, up to 100 marks, all these will be bunched into one category. Okay, so student who got 90 or 91 or 99 and 100, all those students will be bunched into O grade. Okay, O grade, that means outstanding. So this is the grade point. So 10, grade point 10 will be awarded. Okay, similarly 80 to 89, it is excellent. They are categorized as excellent. So grade point is 9 and so on. Okay, so 70 to this is 8 and so on. Now these are the CGPA and class. So CGPA, I told you, it is cumulative grade point average. So if you want to get first class with distinction, you should have a CGPA of more than 7.5. Okay, so if you have the CGPA of 6.5 to 7.5, so you will be given a first class. So 5.5 to 6.5, you will be awarded second class. So 5 to 5.5, you will have a pass. So below 5, so it is failed, so degree will not be awarded. Now SGPA, that is semester grade point average. Semester grade point average. Now I will show you how this semester grade point average will be calculated. Okay, so these are the credits you have. So let us say course 1. Okay, let us say course 1 is mathematics. So mathematics was given 3 credits. So grade point, let us say you got A grade in mathematics. So A grade means 8 points. So I show you what is O, what is A plus, what is A in the previous slide. So okay, so this is A grade is 8 points. So 3 into 8. So 3 into 8 is 24. So like this for course 2. So you have credits of 4, and suppose you got B plus grade. So B plus grade means 7 points. So 4 into 7 means 28. Okay, so all these will be summed up. So you will have 139. So this is the credits allocated in that particular semester. So 139 by 20, this is 6.95. This is how SGPA is calculated. Okay, semester grade point average. So these marks will be converted into the grades. Then grades, from the grades, you will be having these semester grade point average. So every semester you have this SGPA. So when you combine all these, you will have CGPA. So based on the CGPA, you will be given this class. Okay, so every semester you have SGPA. All SGPAs combined, you will have CGPA. Okay, so this is how CGPA is calculated. So this is how your marks list looks like. Okay, so this is the course structure. So you can see the courses and course structure in the syllabus. So you will have the all these course structure and what is the syllabus. All these will be given in the website. So you can log into VNRVJIET.ac.in. Then you can go to the academics. So under the academics tab, so you can go to the BTech course structure and BTech academic regulations. Click on the BTech academic regulations. So you will see all these rules. So whatever I am presenting, all these are available in the academic regulations. You can go to that, visit the website VNRVJIET.ac.in. Under that, go to the academics tab. Under academics tab, click on regulations, academic regulations. Then click on syllabus books. Okay, all syllabus books are available. So you can download it, you can go through it. So this is the course structure for first semester. So this is for the first semester. Okay, so then you have for the second semester, then you have for third semester, then you have fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Okay, so this course structure and course syllabus is available in the website. You can go through that. So typically this is how the syllabus looks like. So I'll be telling 6 units were there. This is unit 1, 2, and this is unit 6. Okay, so every subject is preceded by syllabus. is preceded by two things: course objectives and course outcomes. So what is the objective? What is the purpose of reading this course will be given here. And outcomes, after reading this particular subject, what is the gain, what is the expertise the students is getting. So that will be given in the course outcomes. Okay, this is how the syllabus of typical theory subject looks like. Okay, so these are the open elective track. So you will be having the many open elective tracks will be offering, like waste management, smart cities, green energy, and so on. Artificial intelligence, augmented reality. So these open electives you will be having. So you can see it here. So you will have OE 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have first year and second year you don't have open electives. So you have the open electives in 3-1, this is 3-2, this is 4-1 and 4-2. Okay, suppose if you have the track of artificial intelligence. Okay, so you'll be studying mathematics. What is the mathematics required for AI in 3-1? What are the fundamentals required for artificial intelligence? You'll be studying in 3-2. And what are the machine learning techniques that are required? You'll be studying in 4-1. What is deep learning technologies? You'll be studying in 4-2. Okay, so you can choose any of these tracks. Okay, suppose after completing all these courses, right from 3-1 to 4-2, finally in your PC, in your degree, you will be awarded BTech in civil engineering with proficiency in artificial intelligence. Okay, BTech in civil engineering having proficiency in artificial intelligence. Okay, student have the choice to pick any of these tracks. Okay, so you'll be learning all these tracks at the third year level. So robotics, cyber security, data science, autonomous vehicles. So you'll have a lot of open elective tracks. So based on your desire, so you can pick any one of these tracks. Okay, this is how the open elective tracks will be decided. So anyhow, this is at the third year level. Let us not discuss this. Okay, so that's about briefly about the academic rules and the academic regulations that we follow at the VNRVJIET. If you have any doubts, let me spare 1 minute. Otherwise, I'll be closing the session. I'll be handing over the session to Malika ma'am.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So that was an elaborate session on the rules and regulations. So how they should plan their academics to get CGPAs. So hopefully they understood. No problem. So at the beginning, you may have little confusion. So many doubts will be there. So later on also you can ask sir. Sir's contact is there, or ask your mentors also. They'll be able to clarify your doubts. So nobody should bother about supplementary exams. So always try to finish in one go, that too with good CGPAs, SGPAs. This is very important. So maintaining good academic grades is very, very important from your individual profile, because sometimes student will be losing certain opportunities for higher education only because of grade point averages, low grade point averages. So try to maintain a decent CGPA right from the beginning. Right. I'll hand over the session to Dr. A. Ramesh for briefing up about the training programs and certificate courses in the department. Over to Ramesh, sir.
Okay. I'm exiting from the meeting. I mean, I am closing the meeting.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving this opportunity.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Ramesh sir. Ramesh garu. Ramesh sir. Sir, can you share your screen?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes.
Hello.
Ramesh sir,
Hello.
you are audible.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
You proceed. You can proceed, sir.
Okay. Okay, madam. Okay, madam. Okay, madam. Thank you. So first of all, good afternoon to one and all. Thank you, HOD madam, for giving me opportunity. One minute.
తర్వాత అక్కర్లా ఇండివిజువల్
One
వదిలేండి.
minute. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. I'm just trying to share the screen.
Ramesh sir.
Madam,
Ramesh.
1 minute, madam.
Okay.
I think now this. Now the screen is sharing, madam.
Okay.
Can you see the screen?
No.
Is the screen visible?
No, sir.
Hello?
Sir, screen is not visible, sir.
1 minute, madam.
సార్ క్లోజ్ చేశారు కదా.
I think now the screen is visible, madam. Hello?
Sir, it's not visible, sir.
It is showing screen is shared.
Get a presenting and it's appearing.
My screen is visible, madam.
Ramesh sir, it is not visible. Raghunath garu.
I'm sharing with the other platform.
Sir, you can log in from other device if possible.
Yes, madam. I'm logging for other device.
Sir, now it's visible. Yeah, carry on, sir.
Okay, madam. Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, students. This is Dr. A. Ramesh, Professor.
Our audio is not clear, sir. Ramesh sir, can we continue with other sessions so that you will join at the end? Ramesh sir, can we continue with the next session so that you can join after that session? Hello?
Madam.
Ramesh, Raghunath Garu, can we start the next session so that sir will join later?
Yeah, okay, man. Actually, the time is 3:15. Next session.
Yes, yes, it can take 5 more minutes. We will start the next session fastly, then sir can add at the end.
Okay, man.
Okay. So there is a small brief session about our VNRVJIET initiatives. So from the Department of Civil Engineering, we have 3 of our faculty members briefing up about the initiatives of VNRVJIET, that is wit and will, laboratory protocols, storyboard. A few of these things, they will brief it up for you so that you can also take it forward when you join the classes from 7th onwards. Thank you. Over to Kirti Priya.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello.
Kitty madam, can you conclude a little bit fast, madam?
Sure, sir.
Yeah, thank you, madam.
I hope my screen is visible. Is my screen visible, sir?
Yes, it is visible.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kirti. I work as an assistant professor in the Department of Civil Engineering, and we are here to give you a presentation on VNRVJIET differentiators. I hope all of you have seen that we have a lot of differentiators. These differentiators are what marks our institute, VNRVJIET, apart from the other engineering colleges that are present around us. These are some of the initiatives that are at Vienna VGIT, and today I'm going to talk about WIT and WILL. WIT and WILL is an acronym for why am I teaching what I'm teaching and why am I learning what I'm learning. This is in two perspectives. The first one is in the teacher's perspective, and the second one is in the student's perspective. going ahead, this is embedded into our teaching learning process since 2013. We have come across something that is called education process reengineering, in which we have asked everyone to use wit and will in their curriculum. What we believe at VNRVJIET is that learning occurs not by recording information but by interpreting it. That is why we bring in modern education technologies and active teaching methods through real world examples. This can be brought in by using audiovisual techniques, PowerPoint presentations, and many other techniques that can help us develop better understanding of the subject. This is the framework of wit and will, where we start off in two different categories as mentioned earlier. We either have the teaching perspective or the learning perspective. From the teacher's perspective, a lecture is planned based on what is the need, objective, application, outcomes, and gaps. And this is imbibed into one scenario or one real life experience, which can be used to understand how, or how this can be applied in the real life situations. Similarly, from the student's perspective, we try to understand what are the learning outcomes, but using some real life situation. So there are some things that we need to know about wit and will when it is going on throughout the class. Wit and will is actually a multi-level document. This is prepared both by faculty and students to understand and assess how much of the subject is learned by the student and how much of subject is actually taught in an effective manner to the students. So in this, we start off with mapping a scenario. We create a scenario based on the syllabus of the course. As Chandramohan sir mentioned earlier, there is a detailed syllabus on the website. Using the syllabus, we try to inculcate everything into one real life situation and we generate a scenario. A scenario is nothing but one real life application of everything that can be explained through that course. Once the scenario is generated, this is proof checked by industry experts. This industry will give an endorsement telling that whatever is the scenario that is prepared by the faculty is effective and can actually be used to help understand the course. After this, what the faculty does in the class is that at every lecture level, we revisit the industry endorsed scenario. And with the basis of that, they try to explain the concept in that class. For this, the faculty gives a report on a daily basis. Similarly, at the end of every unit, students form a group of 5 students per batch, and then each batch gives a will report. Each will report is then sent to the faculty, and the faculty will try to assess how much of the subject matter is actually understood by the students. This is a brief explanation about how the wit and will reports are generated. But otherwise, more details on this will be given to you by your faculty. A simple example is why we learn math, physics, and chemistry. As an amalgamation, we can say that this can be used in the design of concrete. So we will learn more about that more in your classes. Let me just hand over the session to the next faculty. May I request K. Virendra Gopi sir to take the session forward?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, guys. What I am going to present is two more VNR differentiators. One is VNR lab protocol, the other one is shown here. So the reason they are called as differentiators is though they have been explained in different patterns in different locations or different institutes, there was some specific pattern that is followed in the department. So the specific procedure that is followed in VNRVJIET with respect to the differentiators. Let me go with one of them, that is VNR lab protocol. What exactly is a lab protocol? In general, we can say protocol is a step-by-step procedure or a pattern or rules that needs to be followed in a lab. But coming to VNR differential VNR lab protocol, one more addition part that I can do is the main of this protocol is to impart the outcome that you're going to learn in the lab. Like if you're learning something in the lab, so what exactly are you going to learn, and at the end, what exactly you're going to get out of that particular lab experiment. So these are the things that you'll learn with respect to VNR lab protocol. And the main aim of this particular VNR lab protocol is to go with a career vision approach. What exactly is a career vision approach? Let me say each and every student will be having his own goals or targets after completion of his graduation. So in order to achieve his career targets, he has to go with either learning course, campus-based learning, as well as external to campus-based learning. So in campus-based learning, lab work is generally given as 25% of weightage. So it means 1/4 of your course structure, course regulation will be linked to your lab courses. So let me say physical labs or simulation labs or net-based labs. These are the things that you will learn. Physical labs are the like which you will conduct in the lab to analyze the behavior of. If you come to civil engineering, to analyze the behavior of some soil material in GT lab, about traffic engineering or transportation lab, and about the levels and surveying lab. So behavior of fluids and fluid mechanics, that we say it is physical behavior analysis in physical labs. Simulation labs, we can show this identification of structural behavior of a slab with respect to reinforcement when a change in load is occurring. So these things are being generally applied with respect to VNR lab protocol. So if you go to a lab, what are the things that you are going to learn? What can be the outcome of the particular lab? So that we say it as an VNR lab protocol. And one more thing is the main reason for designing a VNR lab protocol is to give a better understanding about the laboratory experiments and their relation with classroom learning. So how the laboratory experiments are related to classroom learning. Second thing, how the laboratory experiments are linked with or field conditions. These are generally explained with respect to VNR lab protocol. One more thing is, once you are able to identify the relationship with respect to a laboratory experiment and a classroom subject, then if a real life problem is given to you, how you are going to solve the situation. So it will impart or increase the imaginative or creative thinking of a student. And the second thing is, if you are accomplished in learning the laboratory projects or experiments, if you have been well equipped or well learned with respect to the things that have been linked with the classroom coaching, that laboratory experiments can be turned as in major projects. So these are the main things that you will learn with respect to laboratory protocol, apart from the do's and don'ts or the step-by-step process that will be given to you. So the next VNR differentiator is show and tell. What exactly is show and tell? Let me say you worked in a lab or you work with respect to some classroom subjects and you've done some innovative work or innovative research. So the show and tell is a differentiator in which you project your innovative research or project at a location. So what is the reason for projecting your research? The location at which you are projecting is existing at institute library. So the reason why you are projecting is so you can share the knowledge with other people from other branches. So if you share the knowledge, you'll be having an interactive session so that you can share the details of the project which you have done, and you can also get ideas how to add few other objectives to your work. So those things that you learn in show and tell. Okay, so this is one of the examples from our department. So it is show and tell is located near to institute library, as I said. So how you are going to project your work? You'll simply prepare the details of your work in a small pattern, and we'll explain each and everything to all the people. So that is one of the initiatives in which you can share and learn various things from other students. So that's it with respect to show and tell laboratory protocol. Then I'll forward the session to Aarti ma'am.
Aarti madam?
Sir.
Yeah, madam. Can you wait for 2 minutes, madam? Ramesh sir want to present his presentation.
Okay, sir. Sir.
Okay. Madam.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam. I think my voice is audible.
Yes, sir, your voice is audible, sir.
Okay, sir. I'm and so on. So using latest techniques like GPS instrument, total station, you would be trying to get exposure there. Apart from this, you would be also exposed to a 45 days training program, which has been called as a summer internship mini project at various levels. That is, during various years, all students have got experience on whatever that they start trying to learn, and they start trying to implement in the field for 45 duration period. So there you would be going to different particular industry. That is, we make batches. 3 to 4 students are being made batched at third year, second semester. Starting, we make batches, and accordingly we post it to the industry. We get some advertisements from the industry that these are the students who are being opted, and we send it accordingly to various industries such as PEPS, PENR, L&T Construction, R&B, CRRI, Central Road Research Institute, Tata Projects. So they involve you in different particular projects like building construction, road construction, canal construction, or any dam construction. So you get experience through this particular process, and you would be also trying to learn on whatever that is been implemented in your classroom context, how it is related to the field situation. Then in order to append still more further or reinforce your academic part, we also introduce what are called as certificate courses, that is, which are being linked to the industry. Once you are being stepped out of the institute, you should be able to get a good job, good placement. So for this, certificate courses are also being, that is, advanced courses are also being offered at each and every particular BTech level. At second year level, you can undergo training on advanced courses. At third year level, at fourth year level, at least a minimum of 2 certificate courses you are supposed to opt, so that you would be able to have a better shape. And when you go out, step out from this particular institute, you will be able to have an job guarantee process, industry ready category, where you would be also able to improve your verticals. A few of the certificate courses would be in terms of building information modeling, project management for engineers. This is a unique one which has been offered by L&T. Advanced Design and Reinforced Concrete Building, L&T ECC is offering. Machine Learning. There are a lot many certificate courses which are being offered by the department. So you will be also undergoing these particular certificate courses at appropriate levels, and you get expertise, you get more enrichment, and thereafter you will be able to have some reinforcement. So all these aspects are being inculcated from the department end, such that you strengthen yourselves apart from your regular academics, such that you would be an industry ready product. So I hope you enjoy your 4-year process during this particular stay in VNRVJIET, and all the best to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Over to Aarti madam. Yes, Aarti madam, you can start.
Hello, ma'am.
Ma'am, you can start.
Yes. Good afternoon to all. I deem it's a great privilege to share my views on VNRVJIET initiatives on storyboard and course projects. VNRVJIET differentiator presents various initiatives that Institute started with an aim to excel in education and gives the best to its students. They exert a powerful influence on students, parents, and the clients of institutions. VNRVJIET is proud to showcase these initiatives as its strength that contribute to the Institute's success. First, let me brief about the storyboard. What is storyboard? It's nothing but a visual representation of images, block diagrams, or illustrations for the purpose of pre-visualizing the concepts of the laboratory experiments in real-time applications. Now, also, this is presented to the students before conducting the practical experiments in the laboratory. So there are two images or posters I have kept here. One is for the Advanced English Communication Skill Laboratory, and the second one is Engineering Geology Laboratory, how they look. Next, a storyboard enables, what are the benefits to the students actually? So storyboard enables the students to visualize the story, defines the technical parameters, and illustrate valid evidence of understanding. Also, storyboards evokes interest among the students and improves the imagination and thought process to ignite youth minds. This process also to visual thinking as well as planning allows a group of people to brainstorm together. Also, it fosters more ideas and generates consensus inside the groups. It also saves time to understand the concepts. Now I'll brief about the course project. This initiative of VNRVJIET provides students an opportunity to apply the domain knowledge to solve the problems of broad spectrum of society. This course project also addresses the specific problem or the part of a problem. Students also, along with the faculty, they work, design, innovate, and execute the project. Students work skillfully on the leading edge technologies to conceive and develop innovative projects. Those are beneficial for the society. Faculty members as well as students are free to set their own research agendas and are provided with exclusive labs for their specialized work. I welcome you all the students to the world of innovative learning of VNRVJIET. Wish you good luck. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Aarti ma'am. So students, this is the last day of your induction program. There are many more things which are going to excite you in future. So hopefully you understood, you have now a gist of idea about what Department of Civil Engineering is, what you are supposed to do. So from Monday onwards, your actual classwork is going to start right from 9 o'clock in the morning. So Microsoft Team IDs are shared in the groups, WhatsApp groups by the faculty coordinators. So if you have any doubts, Monday morning we'll be clarifying again at 9 o'clock. Please do join in the link which is popping up to you through your Microsoft Teams. So all the best to you. Please be sincere to the classes. As I already requested, you should have a pen and book with you while attending the classes. That is very, very important. Please do make a note of everything what a faculty is going to teach you. That is very important. And also buy laptop and fill the Google forms what are circulated to you regarding the laptop data. We will see how to go about. Okay, thank you, and please join the valedictory session at the institute level through the link, institute level link. Thank you once again. All the very best to you.